Hello there, I'm the Base Manager and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Now, today, before we start this episode, I just want to address one thing quickly. That thing is, I want to talk to you guys about the upload schedule of the past 2 weeks. As you probably notice, my upload schedule has been all over the place. There is a very good reason for that. Just in case you are not aware, but I spoke about this a little bit on my channel update video, but just in case you didn't watch that, when I started this channel, I was working from home because of the pandemic and all of that. But now that thing is over, and I have to go back to the office. Because of that, I have to get up at 5 in the morning, and I only usually arrive back at my place at around 6 p.m. That's quite the schedule, if you ask me, and well, it had its side effects. Well, the side effect is that I have been doing this for like a month, and I went through all of my backlog, and well, in this month, the only episodes that I recorded were the Oxygen Not Included ones. Other than that, all of the other episodes have been pre-recorded, and well, I went through all of them. I tried to space them out because I really didn't have any time to do anything else. But yeah. Now I have to once again try to get back into the rhythm and try to find myself a new routine. I just want to clarify this, guys. I don't want you to be worried that I am, you know, giving up on YouTube on anything like that. No, it's completely related to a few changes in my, you know, in real life. Nothing to do with anything else. So. Please be patient and just allow me a few moments while I adjust myself to this new reality. Now, with that said, let's get back into the video because today we have a lot of things to do in our farm area. First, we need to fix this right now, okay? And the way I'm going to fix this, well, I'm going to add a little bit more water to this, but first, before I go in and do that, let me just go over here. Stop this from working because we are extremely cold and I don't want to flash freeze the water as it goes in. Okay, so one of the things that you guys mentioned in the comment section was that I need at least 850 kilograms of water to form a solid block. That might be the issue that we had last time because we only had 650, something like that. And that caused the water to turn into ice in the object form and not in the block form. But we are going to fix it by adding more water. I'm just going to let it overflow if need be. I really don't care too much. If we lose a little bit of water, it's more important to get this fixed right away. So that's what we are going to do. We are going to fill this with as much water as we can, and before we start filling this up, because I know I'm going to need it, let me just add a airflow tile over there, because the second we deconstruct this, gases are going to rush in, and then as we pour the water in, the gases are going to be compressed into this corner. Last time we opened these doors to let the air escape, but because there is brine on top of this, we don't want the two fluids to mix. We have to let the gas slip through the side. Cool. Next thing in line, after we get that fixed, hopefully, is taking care of the petroleum that is bound to arrive from our colony planet. The line is almost complete, but we still need to complete the refinery area right over here and add a few storage devices for that petroleum and crude oil. So we should also start working on that, and then we should continue working on the industrial area over here. Try to at least get the forge going. I know I've been saying this for at least 3 episodes now, but hopefully today is going to be the day. We'll see. But with all of that said, guys, it is time to start working on our objectives and see if we can get everything done today. Okay, let's input that water over there. Now, I have to be honest. I am a little bit afraid that we might freeze the water before we are able to completely fill this tile. That might be a problem, however, because there is one extra thing we can do. We can help out by going over here, deconstructing this tile, and putting a bottle emptier over here. Let me increase the priority of this one to level 8. Level 8 usually is enough. Most of the stuff that we have is level 5, so they just will prioritize this. Yeah, never go level 9, right? If everything is level 9, nothing is level 9. Now, there is two possible very bad things that might happen. One of them is the water freezes almost instantaneously and is unable to fill up this entire thing. The other thing is the water melts the ice that exists over here and a ginormous explosion of water occurs because, as you can see over there, there is 3 tons of water in object form. I can only imagine what is going to happen once that water unfreezes? Melt. Yeah, that's the word. I can only imagine what is going to happen once that water melts. Okay. This ice is on the verge of melting, and the ethanol has its temperature being dropped rather significantly, rather fast, I mean. Choices. I'm going to put this one at -2. Just to remain under... No, -2 no, because the water will not freeze at that temperature. Let's say -5. Because I know there is a... the water will... Even though if we go over here... Let's select the water, let's go into database. If we go over here, it says ice forms at -0.6. We know this is a lie. Okay, we know this is not exactly the temperature at the point at which the water turns from liquid into solid, because there is always a small margin of error, just to avoid having the fluids, the things constantly change their states and bugging out the game. So there is I believe it's 2 degrees of margin, 2 to 3 degrees of margin that you have before things go, as you can see, ice at 0.5, and it's not turning into water just yet because of that margin, I mean. But yeah, at -5, I believe we are over that margin, so it should be fine. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what's going to happen. And ice just melted. Oh boy, this is not going to be great for us. I can tell you right now, things are going to be complicated. Well, guys, after observing this for a little while, I came to the executive decision of letting all the ice melt and trying again. I think that's the only way we are going to be able to do this. We cannot maintain a temperature low enough that we keep our ice and not freeze the water that is coming in almost immediately. So in order for us to get the water mass to go up on the upper tile, we have to let the ice melt, and that means letting all of this ice in object form melt as well. That is going to be bad. I am pretty sure a lot of bad things are going to happen to us. We'll see what happens, guys, but this is not going to be easy to fix. Things are going to break, but I'm pretty sure in the end we will prevail. Okay, guys, so I'm also going to send Ruby back. Our food consumption over here is just ridiculous. There is no need. Ruby no longer needs to be here. These guys are idling, so I'm just going to start to send them back. So, Ruby, you are now going. Next, we are going to... Oh, I sent the wrong dupe. Damn it. Ruby was the one supposed to be in here. That's okay. Lindsay is going to be next, given that she is the mechatronics, and therefore is going to be the most needed dupe. Back into our colony. Here is Ruby. That's fine, you know, this way Ruby can enjoy the luxuries of this colony, even though we don't have a lot of luxuries over here. But eventually we will send her back. That's fine. How are we doing it? Oh, we are closing in on the amount of water that we need. That is just fantastic. Okay, guys, so here we go. We have more than enough water. Let's place a block right there. Let's go into the pipe mode. Select the pliers, and bye-bye. That's enough water. Let's give it maximum priority. Right this case maximum priority. You are going to stop. There we go. Alright guys, so now we have almost 1,000 kilograms of water. In fact, as you can see, the water is going up. It is stabilizing. We are going to lock this in. Hopefully there is not going to be any breaks. That would be terrible. Fingers crossed, guys, that we can do this. Well, guys, I am an idiot. I am a dum-dum. I always do these kinds of things. The most basic of mistakes. I built AND gates instead of OR gates over here. This way, the safety valve will never work. I just had, you know, a thought, which was, let's open up all of these mechanized airlocks using the safety valve by, you know, changing the thingy around over here, so that we are stop siphoning cold from the this area over here, just to make it faster on the freezing side of things. And the second I tried, I noticed my mistake. Oh well, luckily this one is not too painful to fix. It's just opening up a plastic tile and deconstructing all of these AND gates and switching them to OR gates. Hello, where is the thingy? Deconstruct please, thank you. But yeah, by the way guys, you don't need to use AND gates. All you have to do is go over here and connect the two wires together, because a green signal will always override a red signal, which is essentially the function of the OR gate. I just like to build them for aesthetical purposes, you know, just so I can look at something and understand its functionality. When things get too complicated, it's useful to have the gates around, you know, but it's also useful to build the correct gate. So let's take care of that. Okay, so far so good. We are on a good path. We have a few blocks of ice that have formed on the upper level, so I am confident that we are going to be able to achieve our objective. Now, one thing that I notice is that the water tends to freeze at 3-3.7 degrees, and then when it freezes, it immediately gets its temperature raised a little bit. It jumps to -2 point something. Sometimes it's 0.8, sometimes it's 0.2. Not really sure what causes that, but because, yeah, you see, -2.2 in this time. However, it's not really that relevant. The important part is ice has been formed, which means that now the temperature must be raised at around 3 degrees Celsius before the ice melts, which means this part, it is done. If we are able to do the same for the entire thing, our project will be saved. We just need to let the ice chill down a little bit longer, just to make sure that we have that really cold temperature ready for when we close all of these gates. We can immediately start transferring all of that heat. And yeah, this is going to be fixed. We can move on to other things. And there we go, guys. We have our first food delivery straight from the farm and into our future fridge. Now the dupes still need to transport the thing into our temporary fridge, but it is nice to see some results out of our work. Now these dust caps are starting to grow as well, as we are providing them with carbon dioxide into their little farm. Unfortunately, all of these gases conflicting with each other are making a mess, but eventually these should stabilize. We just need to input enough carbon dioxide into the system for that to happen. And when it comes to the slit wheat, well, that is probably going to be the most difficult thing, you know, because of the temperature thingy. But, well, as you can see, our mission... I'm sorry, guys. Our mission was a complete success! Yay! Thank you for the... what? Okay, thank you for the tip that we needed at least 850 kilograms, because, well, that was clearly all that it took for me to fix the issue. Now we must just chill down the ice a little bit, more, and then I will turn off the safety valves and let the system work as intended. What the hell is going on over here? The fuck? Did you had a brain fart or something? You must. You must have had a brain fart. Why did you shoot so many red bolts, may I ask? That was not cool. And now, look at that, we have a little bit. Oh my god, this is extremely radioactive? No, no, no. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Well, I suppose that Gossman can hold it. Let's just take a look at her germs. I believe it is of here that we see the radioactive contamination, no? Oh, here it is. Absorbed a rad at dose 4.5. Is this too much? I don't think so. Okay. Okay, moving on. Okay guys, so a few cycles have passed, we have vacuumed out this entire area, even though we don't have a complete liquid lock, but as we are already aware, we only need these 2 tiles, the rest is just for safety purposes. So yeah, vacuumed out, which means we can deconstruct this part. Thank you, Dup, for standing in my path. But okay. And deconstruct this. And then we'll redirect this natural gas into our storage over there. Okay, so now I'm just missing one liquid I'm sorry guys. I'm just missing one liquid reservoir. Oh, god damn it. One liquid storage thingy missing over here. Before we can get this thing rolling. And then we need just a few extra ones for storage of petroleum. And then finally, after all of these cycles. How many cycles? Almost, probably over 150 cycles. Speaking about making a permanent forge. But finally, this is going to be done and we can move on with our lives. You have no idea how, how happy I am to finally see this project through. Now guys, just a quick note. Over here we can see Ellie's room, and this is how our what is our problem? Nyctophobic dupes are going to live. As we can see over here, Trevaldo is terrified. He cannot sleep properly. There is no light in his bedroom. So I came up with this pretty basic system. It's pretty much just a sensor, right, attached to a lamp. The dupe is asleep, the lamp turns on. Just like, yeah, it's just so we are not consuming power and constantly overheating this area with the heat produced by the light. I don't think that it is necessary for that, so that system over there is more than enough. Now over here we are closing in fact we are not closing in, we are pretty much done. We can close the gap over here. I mean, pretty much done on the input side, there is. We can start producing petroleum, but there is no place for it to go. Yet, there is. We are going to build a couple of liquid reservoirs. At first, I was going to build a small tank over here. You know, to make it slightly different. After all, in a tank you are able to store more fluid than you are inside of these reservoirs, because they take 5 tons of fluid, however they occupied 6 tiles, so you know, the math is pretty simple on that one. But then I remembered one thing. If you have a tank that requires power to input the fluid back into the system, as if you have liquid reservoirs, the fluid is constantly flowing, there is no power requirements, so that's why I opted for the reservoirs instead. So let's just ask our dupes to speed up the process on this side, and then let's start producing that beautiful yellow petroleum. Okay guys, last reservoir being built. Let's kick in the petroleum production now. There we go. Well, maybe tomorrow. And here we go, petroleum being produced, fan-freaking-tastic. Now it's just a matter of transporting this petroleum into these two cycles over here. Okay, let me think about that. Slowly but steadily, these sleet weeds are coming in online. These are more difficult to control than I thought initially, but as you can see, you know, they are slowly getting there. Now, the question will be, now that we are within the temperature range, can we maintain it without dropping too much or going above it too often? Because sleet wheat takes a long time to be grown. We don't want to have the weapons, Jesus, the plants stifled for long periods of time, as, like I said, you know, they take a long time to grow, so we want them growing as fast as possible. But you know, for now, the temperature is still oh, maybe not. We'll see, because the water itself that we are inputting into the system is coming it rather hot, so it yeah, as you can see, it changes the temperature quite dramatically, and so it sends the... Oh, god damn it, I have another issue to solve apparently. I'm going to give it enough time to see if it sticks, but if not, we are going to start maybe by building a couple of radiant pipes over here and see if that helps. If not, we'll have to take other measures. Okay, it is time to send Lindsay back. I think Lyra can take care of this colony for now on. We are not going to build anything else over here. We already have plenty. There is plenty of gas and petroleum to be collected, so I think we'll be fine. Lindsay, say goodbye to this place, because you are not coming back anytime soon. Well, I suppose that you are never coming back. At least the you that left. Now, please go into the base so you can have a suit for yourself. Thank you. So it would appear that our modern, advanced temperature control system is still not good enough. As we can see, we are still having the same issue. And as they say, modern problems require modern solutions. So we are going to make a small heat exchanger over here. We are going to extend this coolant line now that we are no longer needing it to keep the ice cold. As we can see, this thing is not even turned on most of the times. Right now it is, but it's only for a little while. So what we are going to do, we are going to extend this loop just a little bit. We are going to make it go through this area, and well, it's pretty much the same system without the ice. It's just a fluid going through. Then we have a small monitor over here that will control the temperature of the water inside of the pipes, and if the water drops below, let's say, 5 degrees, let's set it at 5 degrees. The door will open and everything will be cool. Or at least I hope. So let's try to do this. It's just a shame that I was going to use this space for something else, but oh well. We have to fix this, because I built this specifically because of the sleet wheat. Like all the other crops, we can very much control the temperature in other, more simpler ways. The sleet wheat is the complicated one. So yeah, this is not working as I wanted to, so we are going to expand upon it just a little bit. Alright, my friends, the time has come for us to fulfill our objective. Let's go like this, let's go like this, cancel that, we don't want that pipe to be replaced. So, here we go. Let's fill up the first metal refinery with coolant. Okay, one refinery filled up, let's take it to the second one. I'm also going to build my kilns over here. One storage bin for, let's see, consumable ores, coal. Let's set it to 5,000 kilos. We don't need any more of that. And then over here, we want the clay. The clay is under cultivable soil. Here it is, clay. 20,000 it's fine. We are going to need all of it and more, so yeah. Reason for that is coal to make refined carbon, clay to make ceramic whenever the time comes. So yeah, kilns are over here. We are already filling up these two metal refineries. I am then going to build the storages over here so that we can fill automatically the metal refinery, this one at least, to make steel. And this one we are going to feed it using this thingy, auto sweeper over here, and we are going to set up another one of here, another storage bin. This storage bin is going to hold whatever we want to be refined. Probably either cobalt or copper, because those are the two least useful ores that we have. So, oh, here I am, yapping my mouth, and things are getting built right before my eyes. Thank you, Dupes. Over here, what we are going to do... Ah, okay. God, okay, why, Dupes? Why do you always do these kinds of things? That's fine, we don't need to deconstruct a lot of things, it's just annoying. But in any case, let's wait for this one. But yeah, after the... this thing is built, what I'm gonna do is just use the snipping disconnect tool over here. Disconnect the pipes, connect them to their new routes, and be done with it. Okay, so with this finally done and ready to go, whenever we feel like it, we can just come over here and request one work order of whatever we feel like it. Okay, so with our objective achieved, it is time for us to try and break into space. We really need that solar. Where is it? Power, solar panel. It says over there 380 watts. I really need to build one of these because someone told me in the comments that these things got severely nerfed. We need to check it out. But yeah, we need to go into space now because we need to build a exploration rocket. Not exploration rocket, the science rocket, to get into the space research. Here we go. As you can see, we are already working on the other points of research for several different thingies, so that whenever we have the science research available to us, we can get a bunch of unlocks in one go, or at least hopefully. Okay, let's see. I think I am around the middle of the map. Yeah, I would say this ladder is close to the middle of the map. Reason for that is because I want to have half... This map is not that large, right? So we need to make good use of our space. And for that, I want to build half of the map a solar farm and the other half rocket platforms. Unfortunately, I don't think we are going to have as many rockets as we had last season, but we are going to make better use of the rockets that we have. But before we can even think about doing that, we first must break through the surface and into space. Alright, so I don't know how well this system is going to work, but let's connect it. Let's go like this, and then go like this, go like this. Okay, so now the thing should start flowing through there. Fantastic. We now go like this, disconnect over here, have the remaining of this water flow through. Okay, so all the water has gone through. Let's disconnect that, deconstruct that, and yeah, so the water is coming in at a regular 26 degrees, right? And it's coming out already at 16, huh? Not bad, not bad. So this is kind of working. I'm pretty sure we'll never be able to drop it down all the way to 5, or at least I don't know if we will, but I'm pretty sure that, well, minus 10 degrees in temperature is definitely going to help out. It is definitely helping out. We still have the occasional stifling, as we can see over here, but most of the time they are growing, so so far so good, and the temperature is still dropping, or at least it was a few moments ago. It is oscillating between 15 and 16 degrees. Oh well, it is what it is. For now, it is good enough. Eventually, once I have more cobalt, I will just replace those tiles with the... what they call radiant pipes, and that is going to be it. I'm pretty sure that is going to be sufficient. I really need to focus on this now, so yeah, we'll call it a partial 95% success. So yeah, let's not waste any more time on this. This is working now somewhat, so let's move on. And there we go, we have our surface breach alert. I didn't even notice that our dupes had built this. I didn't even notice we had already breached the surface, but yeah, here we go. We even have that nice sounding music and all of that. Cool, cool, cool. Let's get into our rocketry thingy over here. Now, if we go into the star map, we can't exactly see anything, but we can get into orbit. That's all that we need for now. We want a purely research-based rocket. We are going to use the carbon dioxide engines. I believe it is the only thing we have access. No? Oh yeah, you dummy. You build the you build the thingy over here. Don't be dummy. And don't be a stupid person and build it out of lead, okay? Okay? You have steel now. Use it. Well guys, one thing I can tell you for sure, I'm not going to enjoy building the gas line that is going to transport the carbon dioxide from over here all the way up here. Yep, didn't exactly thought this one through, but let's take a look over here. Well, I mean, we don't really need to go to the carbon dioxide engine. We have other options, right? Not really. We could either go for a steam engine, but that requires something far more elaborated than a simple pipe. The sugar engine, I believe, requires what? Only sucrose, which is something that we don't have, nor do I want to set up a farm to get it. All the options are not exactly the best. However, I'm pretty sure we have the small petrol engine. No? Are you sure, game? Are you sure? Yeah, the game is sure. Okay, okay. Carbon dioxide it is then. Yeah, guys, these things are really hard to grow. Look at the temperature now. We have dropped the water temperature all the way down to 9.7, and even then, it's not enough to satisfy the sleet wheat. These things are really finicky. Luckily for us, this temperature is just, you know, slowly but steadily dropping and dropping and dropping, so eventually we'll be able to get to the 5 degrees that are necessary. But god damn it! Like, we are so close, 9.6, it's nothing. It's like super basic, but no, even then it's not enough. Okay guys, so we are closing in on the end of the episode. However, we must set up things for future me to have enough materials to build what needs to be built. So, our rocket is going to need solar panels, and in order for us to have solar panels we need glass, so I'm going to set up a couple of glass forges over here. Now, before I go and do that, I kinda want to have a little bit of ceramic. Let's say not 2 tons, 5 tons of ceramic, please. I would love that. Reason for that is because I want to build the pipes. Where are they? Over here. It is kind of useful to build the insulated pipes out of ceramic, just to make sure that the glass doesn't turn solid inside of the pipes. Not exactly necessary, just a precaution. And yeah, that way we will have glass production. I have built this coal generator setup over here purely temporary, because we have a higher energy demand with the aqua tuners, and because, you know, we are not exactly 100% set up when it comes to power production. Just a little bit of a boost is always nice. Besides, we have tons and tons and tons of coal. We have to burn it anyway, so why not? But eventually this is going to go away, and we are going to put 2 polymer presses over here and have our glass and polymer production floor ready to go. Not exactly the most important thing, the plastic, But if we want to build tubes all over the place, we are going to need it. So before we start doing that, we are going to need the plastic. Now, speaking about tubes, I'm already taking care of the farms over here. As we can see, we have to deconstruct these things like this so that no dupe gets trapped. However, once they are done with it, and it is a shame that we cannot put tiles on top of that, but okay. But once they are done with that, we can continue building more apartment areas now. In fact, speaking about that, time for you guys to go, because I need the space to build more apartments. Yeah guys, I forgot one thing. Space is extremely cold. Yeah, don't put your storage in your space. A very bad idea. Let's go over here. Storage thingy. And please, let's deconstruct this and think of an alternative place where, you know, the temperature will not destroy it. Where is the carbon dioxide liquid, by the way? Probably, all, Jesus. Yeah, okay, so, what is happening is the fact that over here it is extremely cold. And something very weird just happened, but okay. And carbon dioxide tends to liquefy at these temperatures. Not exactly ideal. It is going to require a change in plans. We are going to use insulated pipes instead of regular pipes. I had forgotten about this little detail. Right, let's just do it like this. Replace all of this with insulated pipes. And storage-wise, we probably should keep it somewhere around here where is Otter, and create some sort of automation to prevent any carbon dioxide to be stuck inside of the pipes. Well, because it's carbon dioxide, what we can do is just like this. And vent it into space, because who cares about carbon dioxide anyway? It's not exactly the most useful of things. We just need to do, you know, create some way to stop it by putting one of these things. Where are they? Gas shut-off. There we go. We place a gas shut-off right there. We go with the pipes like this. Disconnect them over here. And then with some simple automation, like, can't get any simpler than this. We can control the flow of fuel towards the carbon dioxide engine. Cool! Never in my 600 hours of oxygen not included did I ever thought about saying something like this. But sand, in this playthrough, is a commodity, not something to get rid of. I can't believe we had, like, I don't know, 300,000 tons of sand last playthrough, and now we have a little over 3 tons. But in any case, we have enough to make a little bit of glass. I would say each solar panel is 200 kilograms. How many do we need? I believe it is stations. Come on. Don't be dummy. Stations. There we go. Orbital. Okay, thank you. 60 watts. Okay, so one solar panel is enough for this one, but we probably gonna need a little bit more for some, let's say, life support. So yeah, let's go for... Oh, we only get 25, so if we need 200, that's 8 orders. 400 is 16 orders. And should I go for screw it, let's go for 8 solar panels. Let's go. You only live once, right? Let's use all of our sand for this. This is what I was wondering, if I should use all of my sand, but I believe it is worth it, and we should probably queue up a little bit more sand. Let's go over here. Sedimentary rock is useless. Let's say 50 more work orders for 5 additional tons of sand. Okay guys, our moment of victory has arrived. Our very first harvest of sleet wheat in our brand new farm. There we go. And why ain't you doing... Oh my freaking god, what the hell is going on now? Really? Okay, okay. This is a thing, apparently. Okay. Sure thing, game. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. It wasn't exactly, what I had planned for my moment of glory, but okay, we won anyway. We have the sleet wheat now, and it is deep frozen because of the temperature in here, and I believe the sleet wheat for some reason gets deep frozen at a greater temperature, yeah, below 10 degrees, so cool for us. But yeah, we have now harvested our first thingy, and these plants are growing pretty much 99% of the time. Now the temperature is slowly but steadily stabilizing. It is rather cold in here, but what can we do? It's not going to get so cold that the plants are starting to get stifled. Yeah, I think everything is okay now. And as the cycle 360 draws to a close, I can say for the first time in a long time that I've achieved all of my objectives. I even surpassed some of them. I wasn't expecting to have the glass ready to go, nor the rocket platform upstairs. So, all in all, a good episode, I would say. Now, for the future, I kinda want to keep on working in our industrial area, starting to increase its automation and what it can do. I think it's a good idea to set up that as early as possible. And yeah, next episode definitely we are going to space, no doubt about it. I want to keep the research going, and as you are probably aware, if you have seen the last playthrough, I am really fond of the rockets in this game. It's my favorite part of the game, so I'm really excited to finally start getting into this stuff once again. But with all of that said, guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. But in the meantime, this is the Base Manager signing out. Bye bye!